Please drop your answers in the chat box. Before starting our session, what we require from your side, it's like your name, your phone number, and your email ID, so that we can share you the workshop certificate and also the recording videos, right? And soon we'll be starting our batches. I mean, for free sessions, we'll be announcing the date and your number and your name for backup. I mean, like for the follow purpose. So please drop it in the Google Meet chat window. So as it is mandatory, you can drop it to me. Okay, hacking with ethics for good purpose. Okay. Uh, Guys, what about others? You have to speak out or you have to drop it in chat window. So you people are going to be in a professionals tomorrow. Like you might be working for MNCs. So you should not be like this. Like you have to speak out and you have to freely share your thoughts. And as a mandatory part, we need your name, phone number, and email ID. Please drop it in the chat window so that it will help us for the follow purpose. Hacking with permission. Yeah, Anusha, hacking with permission. What about others? That's it. No one is responding. Okay, fine. Then we'll get into our topics for today. So today's agenda for workshop, first thing like introduction of ourselves and who we are in the course highlights, and next would be importance of cybersecurity in today's world. Then I'll be showing you an attack on live website where I'll be bypassing the login page, and then we'll be discussing the job roles for freshers and also the average salary, how much you can expect, and rest three you can expect, or social engineering, Wi-Fi hacking, and metasploitable Linux from my colleague Surya. He'll be taking you, like he'll be diving you through practical. So this is the agenda for today's workshop, and yes, we'll start. Good to go. So introduction. See, coming to the trainer's profile, myself Dinakar. I'm CA certified and currently pursuing my cyber forensics from EC Council, and I'm a security researcher. And about my colleague is a Jay Surya, is a certified ethical hacker like me, and is a network penetration tester. So next thing I'll be getting into the course highlights. So main part is that like what will be teaching you people in this demo, or maybe our course, or maybe like you can attend for the free sessions. So it's totally job oriented, because see, nowadays cybersecurity is booming everywhere. And coming to the freshers point of view, yes, most of the companies are coming to your campus, I mean your universities, your colleges, and they are hiring directly. So grab this opportunity and try to work upon your skills. Will help you out within a targeted resume. And additionally, you would have learned from your 4 years at least minimum basic programming language. You can add up that also. so that you can clear at least screening rounds. Later on, you can prove your skills on cybersecurity for the recruitment or maybe for the panel, right? So next thing is the practical hands-on labs. So we'll be teaching you, like we'll set up a server and we'll take a remote session. Everything would be you can expect from us. Okay, it's not like you just come and attend to the sessions, and it won't be like theory oriented. It's going to be in a practical hands-on sessions and recorded videos for lifetime and resume build up. See, in very rare cases, you'll be seeing like a fresher is trying for cybersecurity. It's very important that you put your resume in a perfect manner so that it will impress the recruiter. So by just seeing that, he'll understand what exactly you have done, because usually nowadays the freshers they'll put up like one page. I'm sure they'll just put up only one page. So, for a recruiter, at least you should know what all things you have worked on, what all the roles and responsibilities you'll be holding. So, if you are aware of these things, basic things, right? So, further, they're happy that they can train you. And next thing, coming to the next point, applying for the jobs and Naukri. I'm sure no institute and no training center they'll be showing you. Yes, I'm sure they'll be teaching you the course, and that's it. Later on, no one bothers about your job, whether you get succeeded or you find a job. But our motto is to help you all to find a better job in cybersecurity field. So I can say after learning our course, you will be able to find your own way. It's like an entry point. I'm sure if people are saying that we can teach you hacking, maybe ethical hacking just by in 45 minutes, sorry, 45 days or maybe 2 months, or it could be 6 months. No, it's not going to work in that way, because cybersecurity is such a way. It's kind of like umbrella. Once you get in, you'll be keep on learning. It's not just one thing, so there are lot many ways. So this is what. And next thing is that interview preparation. So we will be helping you out, like how you can prepare. For example, the process. Let me explain how process happens. First thing is that you enroll for the course. I mean, first you'll finish your free sessions for 1 week. Then you'll get into the paid one. You'll finish the course. In between, you're done with the course. Half of the course will build up a resume for you, targeted resume, and also will build up 100% resume on Naukri. Then we'll be showing you how to apply for the targeted jobs with the help of keywords, so that you get a call from the recruitment or maybe companies. Okay. Then next comes how you can attend the interview, because usually for freshers or maybe 1 or maybe 2 years experience candidate, they're just looking like, are you aware of basic things like how SDLC works, and what is vulnerability, what is threat, what is risk, and then getting into the technical part, like what all vulnerabilities you have learned. So you might be thinking like, I'll be using some technical words. Not to worry, if you're not able to understand, in further sessions we'll be taking it forward. And yes, we'll be helping you with the interview preparation, with cybersecurity question answers, and how you can tackle the interviews, everything. And next comes bug bounty approach. So many people might be wondering like, what is bug bounty exactly? See, it's not mandatory in cybersecurity field. It's not mandatory that you have to find a job and then you have to work for the organization involved. There are few platforms like HackerOne, Crowd, or maybe private bug bounty programs, where all organizations, they put up their websites or maybe Android apps, network thing, to penetrate or maybe to test. So we, as a ethical hackers, we go there, we pick them, we'll choose particular target or whatever. Then we'll start hunting. Hunting in the sense, we'll be hunting for the bugs or maybe vulnerability, right? Once you found, you can report to the company. They will be paying you the reward. Not just reward, like it depends upon the company's program. Like they might pay you, money for it, or maybe they might like they will be giving an appreciation letter, mail, or whatever it could. So you are going to learn the things on live. It's not like other fields, like you learn some course and there till end you'll wait for your job, then you get in, then work for 1 or 2 years. No, it's nothing like that. There are a lot many open platforms. You can do a lot of stuff in cybersecurity. All right. So getting into our next part. So importance of cybersecurity in today's world. So, like, can anyone please tell me, like, why do we require the cyber security? First thing, you people, you need to answer because, like, the stage fear or maybe like the confidence you have to build up. So this is an opportunity where we are giving you to help to work on your personality. It's not just about the technical part. And yes, keep in mind, so if you make mistakes, then definitely you are learning. Don't think that like "Arey yaar, I'm doing like I couldn't do it," like nothing like that. So yes, come forward and put your answers, please. I would put from each and everyone. Okay, because India moving to digital. Okay, and to protect our security data, to protect the website from cyber attacks like phishing, etc., e-loggers. Okay, what about others? Like in further sessions, I mean, in further free sessions, we'll be understanding about each and everyone, from which background you are coming and what exactly you are doing and your queries. It's not like other institutes where you just like see our poster somewhere and you'll just come down and pay money, then get into the course and you land up nowhere. No, we won't recommend that. That's the reason we are giving our workshop for free. And first 1 week of free session so that you can take a better decision to make a better career, to protect the website. Yeah, isn't the state data from falling into enemy hands. Okay, good. It's digital layer and secret to learn. Okay, and what about others? Yes, exactly. So in today's world, everything is converting into digital. It's not about just only online stuff. It could be your hardware parts also, like if I say Android TV and like fridge, I mean AC, or like automobiles, everything it's converting into. Just a second. Yeah, sorry. So yes, so coming back to the point, so everything we are converting into the digital. So cybersecurity is important to protect or defend from the cyber threats. So it's not just about like phishing attacks, keyloggers, or maybe like getting into the databases or penetrating the network or getting into the Android like by installing malwares, social engineering attacks. So it's not about only few attacks. There is a like lot many things we have to understand. So as you can see here, as technology is growing, even threats are increasing on daily basis. I had showed you particular picture right before joining the session. Those are like live threats, and there was a particular university where they have jotted down the live threats. I mean on daily basis. Here you can see once every 39 seconds, 2224 times on typical day, like every day. These are the attacks, right? So we won't be getting into more technical or maybe more depth in this demo because this demo is just make you to understand what exactly it is about the cybersecurity and about course and what all things you will be expect from us. And yes, so our next thing is that the jobs, unfilled jobs, estimated 3.5 million unfilled jobs in cybersecurity domain. So seriously, I'm telling, it has got huge scope. It has got huge scope, right? And next thing, as I told, security is important. The reason is that if you check the recent news, there are a lot of data breaches. The data breach of Domino's, LinkedIn, Facebook, MobiWiki. So these are the why these leaks are happening, breaches are happening. It's because the mistakes from the organization side, or maybe from the developer end. It's not about just from one end. So in cybersecurity, we have to maintain a flow. So there is something called SDLC, software development lifecycle. So we have to include our security into this SDLC. This you will be understanding in further sessions in a better way. And for time being, I'm moving into the. I'm jumping into the next topic, right? So I'll try to finish this as soon as possible, because usually people won't like the theory stuff, because everyone will be interesting hacking. Okay, I'm going to learn something or do something, right? So just for few minutes, so I'll take you. And yes, the main part, job roles in cybersecurity and average salary for a fresher. So once we are done with this, I'll be taking you for the practical thing. Then I'll be handing over the session to my friend Jay Surya. He will dive you through the practical things. Clear? So as a fresher, you can apply for these positions like cybersecurity analyst, VAPT, vulnerability assessment and penetration tester, web application security, network security engineer, penetration tester again, ethical hacker. So these are the keywords. These are the job roles. I mean, these are the positions in cybersecurity you can apply. These are few. Like I have mentioned, only few positions over here. There are a lot many, right? And the average salary, what you can expect from the organizations as a fresher. So you can expect minimum 2.5 lakhs per annum to 4.5. Okay. Yes, there are a lot of advanced certifications like OSCP. So it's an advanced for network penetration testing. So the exam would be sorry, the exam would be for 48 hours, 24 hours you'll be getting for hacking into the servers, and 24 hours for the report writing. Regarding this particular exam, my friend will be explaining you people in a better way. So coming to this, so these are the targeted jobs and the salary, average salary, how much you can expect, right? So before getting into the demo, I just wanted to understand, is there any queries from your side? Anything you wanted to know? Like you might be having some queries, right? I'm from so and so back, like I'm from mechanical background or maybe civil background. Will this course suits me? Or I'm from not from engineering background and I'm a 12th dropout. So if you have any queries, please feel free to drop it in the chat window. So I'll go through each and everyone's. 5 minutes for your queries. So please feel free to share. And yes, so we are trying to make this session as interactive. So if you want to speak out, please you can unmute and speak. It's not like just you people are here and we are just talking. No, even it won't be good. So if you are okay, you can unmute and you can ask your queries. So now time is like 10:28. We'll start our practical session at 10:35. Okay, 7 minutes for queries. Okay, feel free to share. Yes, Priyanka, anyone can learn cybersecurity. The reason is that okay, I'll get you an example. I have one of a friend, like he is my senior. So actually, he has finished this diploma, long back. Okay, it's like around 2014 or maybe 13, I think so. Then later on, he started working in railways as some mechanical thing, but he was not interested in that mechanical field. Then later on, he decided that he want to make a better career. So as he was interested in cybersecurity, he started working on it. Then later on, down the time, he started working, and he haven't worked for any companies. He started working as a freelancer, and now he is aiming for the OSCP, and he's taking project from MNCs on weekly basis. On weekly basis, if he is taking one project on weekly basis, and he's able to earn around minimum, like I'm telling, minimum 50,000 rupees just for 1 week by doing the penetration testing, or providing security testing for organizations, industries, or whatever it is. And also is part of this CID. Usually a cybercrime department, usually they need a vendors who are good in cybersecurity and cyber forensics. These people will hire you for the temporary basis if there is any cyber crimes happening, and for the further investigations. So they'll be taking help from us. Yes, anyone can learn. And I have 1 year of experience. Can I change? Yeah, Aishwarya, definitely you can change, because I have seen people coming from different backgrounds, like working in IT industry and non-IT for 7, 8, 14 years, and now they are coming and changing the domains. So, and next question is that, can degree students get a job in cyber? Yes, Sandeep, you you will, because people are not bothered in cybersecurity domain from which background you are coming. It could be irrespective background. They just need the skills, and they'll be expecting as a fresher or maybe 1 or 2 years experience, that the keen to and work, learn and work. That's it. Nothing else. They won't even bother about, like, yes, you might have done something PhD or whatever, but coming to technical part, you should be strong on the things. If I'm giving you in a web application, you should know how to hack it. It's not like you study lot many courses, you finished all certifications, and you don't know how to test it. Then no worth of doing anything. So yes, you can get a job easily. And sir, please talk few words on IoT security, because I'm sure definitely, like, once we get into the sessions, we'll be talking about this topic, right? For time being, we'll go with these basic things, and next, please inform course duration. So it's like 1.5 to sorry, a 2 months duration. So maybe within, like, that's the reason I asked each and everyone to drop your name and contact number, so that we can follow you up, and we can call you personally and explain. Here, I'm sure, like, you won't be able to ask each and everything, right? So please share your details, or else you can do one thing. You can just drop your numbers uh, through WhatsApp. Okay, not here. If you are not feeling comfortable to share with anyone, I mean with everyone, so you can drop it in the WhatsApp personally to me or to my friend. So we'll try to reach you all. Okay, is that okay? Yeah, Priyanka, that's okay. So anything else? What, 2 minutes? Both the numbers you people can reach. And from my end, right now, I'll be explaining, like, I'll be bypassing in a login page of a web application. And technically, I'm telling, like, we are doing, like, something which might be, hypothetical for you people, right? So don't bother, like, what exactly we are doing right now. Okay. Once you get into the sessions, you will understand each and everything, because, see, cybersecurity is not something where we can teach you in just one workshop. So this is just for an overview and for the basic understanding how exactly it happens, right? So for getting into the process oriented course, yes, definitely, you have to give it a thought. The reason why, if you ask me, see, you are putting a lot of money. I mean, you are investing a lot of money for your education institutions like degrees or maybe BTECs, whatever it is, and then again you're paying blah 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 amount for placement. I'm sure again you end up like nowhere. If you are lucky, okay, that's fine. You'll just like get a good job and you'll get placed. And what about others? So just give it a thought rather than just waiting. I know wasting time on random courses. Pick a perfect path, because it's not about just like you get into a company. Okay, my question is that you'll get into a company. What next? To sustain, again you have to work on some other courses. IT is a field where you need to keep on learning. It's not like you just go there and you get settled down like government job. So you have to work on. But cybersecurity is a field like on daily basis you can learn everything. Every day there is a new thing you can work on it, right? So choose an interesting one. So we are not forcing you to just choose only cybersecurity. So make your just give it a thought, like let your mind think, right? So this is what I just wanted to tell from my end, because everyone needs a job. It's not like you just finished your graduation and later on, yes, that's okay. And what next, right? And after like looking back, okay, you get a job and you look after like you'll continue for 10, 15 years. You look back, then you should have something in your hand that again you can deliver it to the society. Not just like you worked and you earn something, you spend, again you come down to zero. It's not about the present. Plan for future also. Alright? Okay. Okay, then shall we get into the demo part? So please just let me know in the chat window, like yes, yes, so that I'll dive in right away. Only two people are active. We are doing a lot of stuff, hacking. Like you might be wondering the crazy stuff you're going to learn and like be active. Yes, exactly, exactly. Okay. So this is like testing website. Okay. So from my end, you can expect two demos. One is on like Ultra Mutual. It's a testing website open for everyone, and one more is like random website. It's a matrimony site, and don't try it for the personal use. Like we are doing it for the educational purpose, just for demonstrating. Okay. So I'm just going to open the web application. As you can see, it's in a banking web application. Now I need to log in here, right? Okay, I'm just going to click on sign in. Now to get into this particular website, sorry, I'm not any user and I don't have any credentials too. But still, yes, there is a possibility where I can bypass this login page and I can get into this particular application and I can transfer funds. I can do lot many stuff. Now the question is how? The question mark. So you can just drop me your answers in the chat window. So from now the session is going to be very interesting. Do you teach hacking with coding? See, like we haven't planned, but yes, if required, we'll plan like we'll be planning it further. We'll be adding Python or maybe Java, but it's not mandatory. But if you have any of one programming language, that's beneficial. It's like added advantage. But I would suggest it's not mandatory. Okay, okay. So drop me the scenario. Like I have a login page. Just imagine you are sitting in in front of your system or maybe PC, you have a login page. Now you have to bypass this. What you are going to do? I need your answers. Like, let's make this session interactive, or else you can unmute and just guess. Just give it a thought. No time, guys, because my friend, even he needs to teach a lot of practical things for you, right? So make it as soon as possible so that we can show you more things. Yes, exactly. Okay, fine. I could not see any answers from your end. Okay, I'll just try some random one. Admin. Let me see I'm able to bypass this or not. So unfortunately, I'm able to bypass this. Okay, see, from companies end, this is a default one. Admin. Okay, admin password. You are able to bypass. That is well and good. But every time it's not going to work. I mean, on every web application, it's not going to work. So that's the reason we have an SQL injection attack. So in further sessions, we'll be teaching you what exactly SQL does and how you can write in queries, and with the help of queries, how you can fetch the data from database, and with the help of automated tool, how you can add the database of a website. So now, need not to worry. I'll be just writing simple tautology. It's as you all know. Okay, just tell me one thing. 1 is equal to 1. Everyone knows it's true, right? 1 equal to 1. In the same way, I'm just going to write an SQL query where I'm just going to bypass this login page by writing an query. Okay. Just have a patience and okay. So here we go. I'm into the admin panel. Hello admin user. So what all I can do? I can do lot many things. See, I can edit the users. You can see here because I'm into this website. Now it's under my control. Now I'm the admin. I can transfer the funds. So let me show you. So I'm selecting from saving accounts. Okay, some random account. How much money I have to? I need like 1,000 rupees for my pocket money. Okay, yes, you can see here, right? So as it is in a testing website, so nothing happened because it's for testing purpose. What if the same scenario happens on some
Sir, excuse me. Sir,
yeah,
excuse me.
yeah, please.
Sir, this is not your website, right?
No, this is not our website.
Okay, sir. So,
This is in
you
a
are logging as admin, right?
yes.
Sir, so the company's members doesn't know that this type of vulnerability is there in our website. Like you are typing admin and you are going to log in and you are going to edit anything in that website, right? So the company doesn't know that that users can edit like this. So which type of security they're gonna take in that moment?
Okay, good question. Actually, we are testing on a testing website. So this is open for everyone. It's not only for me. Even you can come and test. But the next website which I'm going to show, it's in a matrimony one. It's in a live website. So as you told, how company people they know that hackers were able to do this thing. So that's the reason they are hiring cybersecurity analysts, or maybe we are the one ethical hackers. So what does it mean? So in further sessions, you will be learning the difference between hacking and ethical hacking, hacker and ethical hacker. You will understand in a better way. And for this, Jaya, I could not see your full name, but yes, I'll be calling you Jaya. So Jaya, this
Yes, sir.
thing So very simple, you know, from company's side, while developing, as I told, there is a process oriented. It's not like just like, I'm just going and testing it. As I told, there is something called SDLC, software development life cycle. So in each phase, the security testing comes in, and there the developers will do the sanitization and input sanitization. That means here you have a login page, right? Just a second. So here you have a login page. Okay. So while any user, is going to give his credentials by default, or maybe from company's side, they would have developed or configured in such a way it should only accept, example, username, only few characters. It's not like, now I wrote a SQL query, so it should not accept. That's how they design. So it's not about just like, one thing. And yeah, yes, it requires lot of time to explain, and it's process oriented. As I told, it's in a demo session. We'll be knowing each and everything in further sessions. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Ah, okay. So yes, so let me just once again bypass and transfer the funds, and then I'll be doing it on live website, and I'll be handing the session to my friend. Okay, so I'm going to transfer the funds. So see, it's in a big ability. Like if you are able to transfer the funds on, like, some other like banking websites. There are a lot of banking websites like SBI, HDFC, etc., etc. It's not about only banking, web applications. There are a lot many. For example, you have a web application where you can order the food. So just imagine, as a hacker, there's a possibility of ordering your favorite biryani just for 0 rupees. It sounds crazy, right? So we'll be saying all these things in further sessions, and it's called as data tampering. So as an ethical hacker, how you are going to test? See, hacker is someone like, he comes and does with the bad intention. Okay. So that is what a simple thing you have to understand between hacker and ethical hacker. In further sessions will be like, I'll be explaining you. And okay, and I'll be showing you one more live target. Okay. So this is in a matrimonial site. Okay. And please don't try it. If you try it also, don't edit anything. Okay. This is only for the educational purpose. Okay. So now again, I have a login form. Here you can see, as a user, I need to log in, right? But I don't have any account. So, okay, I'll try with default like admin. I'm sure it's not going to work every time. That's the reason we'll use, see, like please check your login / email. Like it's wrong, right? And I'll try with some other like admin and, a password. So it again failed. So just imagine now I'm writing an SQL query, right? Just simple query here, and I'm just going to bypass this. So as you can see here, I'm able to get into someone else's account. Like she's some Aishwarya, and her age like blah blah blah. And I'm not going to do anything because it's their personal stuff. I don't want to do anything. But yes, definitely I can edit the things. Like I can manage our photos. It's for just demonstration, and I'm not going to do anything with their personal stuff. So even you people don't do it. So it's illegal totally. Okay. So I'm able to get into her account. See, her name is like, Aishwarya, her date of birth, and like how many people have seen her. and what education system. So, like, is that like sounds crazy? So, this is what exactly, it's not about just one thing. We have lot many things where you'll be learning with us the interesting things. As I told, it's going to be in a process oriented course and also practical one, and also for the job focused one, right? So from my end, this is what I just wanted to show you all. And yes, you might ask, sir, how would I know that, like, web application is vulnerable for SQL injection? So this I have tried, like, SQL injection. It's in a login bypass, we call it tautology. While in further sessions I'll be explaining in more detailed regarding what exactly it is. Okay, it's not just only one way of testing, there are a lot many. We'll get into it further. And yes, time is very less, and it's almost 10:50. And is there anything you wanted to ask? And yes, I'll be taking you through related to the web stuff, and my friend will be taking you through the network thing. And if if nothing, then I would hand over the session to Surya, and I'll get back to you at 11:50. Okay, Surya, are you there?
Yeah, yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you,
I
thank you,
think you can continue.
thank you, Dinakar, for a wonderful demonstration. So fine. My name is Jay Surya, as he gave me, as a introduction, and there is nothing more to introduce about myself. I'm a certified ethical hacker. Fine. Right now, let me share before we deep dive into the topics. Okay. I think, guys, you are able to see my screen, right? Let me confirm.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So fine, guys. As you know, Dinakar explained about the SQL queries, and here and he was explained about all about the placement service which will be available in the cybersecurity. So fine, I'm not going to take up any management side or placement side. Just I am here to teach you a practical sessions, and I'm going to handle overall practical sessions in our entire workshop actually. So coming to the point, what I am going to demonstrate you right now. So I'm going to demonstrate you some of the attacks which is job oriented and which is related to cybersecurity. When you assigned as a penetration tester or ethical hacker, what the job you are going to do, what the what the functions you need to carry out. So okay, fine, guys. So I'm going to take up only the practical session, and I'm going to explain you. I mean, I'm going to demonstrate you some of the attacks which when you assign as a practical penetration tester or ethical hacker in a company, what the jobs you need to do actually, what the challenges you will face, and what actually I'm going to show you what the entire job of this ethical hacker. When you be an ethical hacker, when you hide as an ethical hacker, or a network penetration tester, or a forensic investigator, how you are going to behave, what will be the challenge you are going to face actually. So this is what the entire scenario I am going to demonstrate. First we will demonstrate I will demonstrate about the social engineering attacks, and I will explain you in the perspective of red penetration tester. In the penetration testing, there will be two types actually: blue team and also a red team. And when you when you enroll for the course, the entire every single concept you are going to get. But right now, as I told, I'm going to take only the practical session, and don't worry if you don't know, if you are not get to catch the entire practical session. And this video will be available in the YouTube. Need not to worry, you can access from their from the YouTube channel actually. So I'm going to demonstrate you social engineering in the perspective of penetration tester. And then I'm going to demonstrate you one of the framework, and it is also used to hack mobiles and computers, laptops, whatnot. And even a single IoT device, a smartwatch, can also be compromised by using this type of attack exploit. So I'm going to demonstrate you that in the second. And in the third thing, I'm going to demonstrate you Wi-Fi hacking. So how many of you know we can get hacked into the Wi-Fi, and we can steal the password of their Wi-Fi? How many of you know? Please let me know in the chat box. And as in the third step, I'm going to explain you Wi-Fi hacking, which is OSINT related. Yeah, thank you, Aishwarya. And which is this is a IoT. Sorry, IoT related, as someone has been asked about the IoT based hacking, right? So I'm going to explain you what the device actually we are going to use, and what the device actually, what the entire scenario to get hack into a Wi-Fi server. Okay. So the next, at the last step, I am going to explain you network penetration testing. Live, I am going to demonstrate you how to get hack in a into another Linux machine. I will tell you a small scenario. For suppose if you are in an organization, okay. So if you are in an organization, and that organization contains a data server which is a Linux based, and you are a penetration tester, or you are a ethical hacker, then as per the job, what the challenges, or what the things you need to test for a web server, or organization server. So you are going to get into the organization, and you are going to connect to the organization networks actually. So you are going to be in the internal network of the organization, and how you are going to deal with this, how you are going to hack the metasploitable Linux. I'm going to use a metasploitable Linux here in our case. So because it will be more easy, and it will be the basic vulnerability box if we speak about this. And in the enrollment course, and in the regular course, we will we will discuss some of the advanced, and we will try to bypass the web security, or new, and some of the security of firewalls and IDS and IPS entire thing whatnot. So this is what, guys, I'm going to take up this overall session all about practical. And if I start the first thing about social engineering, and I'm going to demonstrate this, because as a red team penetration tester, a red team penetration tester is hired into an organization because to test the organization in the manner of black box. So he need to hack the organization like in the perspective of black hat hacker. Black hat hacker means which he will always participate in illegal things. So red team penetration testing is a legal thing, but the coming to the point of job, coming to the point of challenges, red team penetration tester need to act like. Sorry, I think guys, are you able to hear my voice clear? Rest of among then Jay Chandra, because I think my internet is good. No, sorry, give me a minute actually. I will be back. Give me a minute, guys. No, I'm clear. Are you able to are you able to? Yeah, okay. Thank you. So fine. Coming to the point, as I told, I'm going to demonstrate you the social engineering first of all. So actually, before we deep dive into the practical part, let me take you a small introduction of 2 minutes. What is social engineering actually? Social engineering means believing on others. Actually, we are going to force them to use one of the specific application, or to use one of the specific service. So this is what the social engineering is. For suppose, if I am supposing someone to use my service, and I am supposing someone to enroll my course, so this is what I am going to force them, and I am going to tying up with them, and I'm going to believe them. So they are going to believe me, and this is what the communication between them here the social engineering going is to work. So this is how the social engineering work. So fine, as I told, I'm going to demonstrate you the social engineering attack. And let me go into my Kali machine. So I'm going to use here my attacker machine as Kali machine. And if you don't know the Kali machine, let me take you to the Kali operating system. That it is a operating system which is used for penetration testing and ethical hacking. This machine contains the pre-built tools. So we are going to use this machine in our entire course. So fine, and coming to the point, as I told, social engineering. I right now I'm going to hack one of the Instagram account. So one of the Instagram account, by believing they are going to believe me, and they are going to submit their credentials. As I will show you the entire scenario. Let me go into my terminal. So Linux system is such type of operating system. We need to operate through the terminal itself. So we need to operate through the terminal itself. Guys, are you able to hear my voice clearly? Let me confirm first, because yes, no one else is replying actually to my question. Yeah. Thank you. And coming to the point of social engineering, here the scenario I am going to explain, I am going to use one of the tool, one of the framework, and by using that framework, I am going to create a fake link actually. So by creating that fake link, and we can able to pass through that link to anyone actually upon the world, overall the world actually. So when they click on the link, and they can able to see the Instagram login page, and they if they click on the login, and when they are going to submit their credentials, we are going to get their credentials in our hacking database. So this is what the scenario. And so how to do this all things, I'm going to show but here the challenge is that social engineering, you need to send the link to victims as in the perspective that, hey, this is my new website, and go through for this, and log in with your Instagram, then you can able to access 500 rupees, you can able to get 500 rupees gift voucher, and you can able to shop on there. So and this type of scenario, links are going to get to our WhatsApp. And I think you all face this type of messages, like on the occasion of Sankranti, the Geo is going to offer you the 50 GB data, and click the below link, claim the offer as soon as possible. So this type of offers message we are going to get. And in the perspective of red team penetration tester, we are going to concentrate on the employees, as employees main era on their salary. So we are going to send the link, and we are going to publish to them that we are giving 2000 rupees to 10,000 rupees gift voucher for the first 50 members who register into our account. And this platform is to learn programmer coding. So the employees are going to show interest upon the link, and they are going to submit the details. This is the entire era red team penetration test, how they are going to trap the employees actually. So right now I'm going to use one of the toolkit called set toolkit. I'm going to enter the set toolkit option. And when the toolkit load, okay, when the toolkit load, as you need to enter into the social engineering attacks, as you can able to see in the first option, social engineering attacks, then enter second option, website attack vectors, and enter third option, credential harvester. So we are going to, we can do different types of attacks, as I'm demonstrating you how to harvest the credentials of the employee. So three. And then here you are going to use the, as I told, I'm going to use the Instagram. You can also use Twitter, you can also use anything else which you want actually, by using the site cloner. Okay, by using the site cloner, you can able to access to any type of particular template actually. So I'm going to use option 2 here, and it is going to ask me to enter my IP address. Fine. So I'm going to enter my IP address 192.168.43.55. And guys, this is just a demonstration, and this this will be all illegal actually if you did, and our organization is not going to responsible, and for the misconsequences you are going to face in your future. But this is just a sample which we are demonstrating, but the real course, it contains the n number of practicals. You can gain so many so much knowledge by enrolling into our course. As I can say that, because this is a just demonstration, I'm demonstrating you. Fine, I need to enter the IP address, and press enter. It is asking me to enter the URL to clone. So right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to open the Firefox. So Firefox is, as this is one of the browser. So going to the new tab, I'm going into enter Instagram. Okay, so when I enter Instagram, click on the link Instagram. Just a minute, the page is loading. So as you can able to see here, the URL, just go and copy it, and there is no use of Firefox. Just close it. Okay, just close it and paste the URL here. Press enter. Fine, everything got under hands, and the page template is taking little bit time to load, and it was ready actually. So guys, as I am going to visit one of the URL, or visit one of the link, that which it is going to give me the access to this Instagram page actually. So when I go to this URL, when I paste here, See guys, now it is loading, and definitely if the exploit successfully complete, then we are going to get the Instagram page here. If not, we will let it be try. And sure, we got the Instagram page. Yes or not? Please guys, let me know. And it is let me know. Yes,
Yes, yes, sir.
yes, and rest people, Aishwarya and Tulsi, Anusha, Sai Divya, Monica, Shashi Kiran, all you are getting the entire scenario here. So guys, if you are not able to catch the point, ask us, and we are going to explain you, as we are going to solve your problem. So fine, as you can able to see here. So as you can able to see here, the Instagram and the page is loading. Actually, it is taking a time, but according to the scenario, it has been the exploit has been successfully loaded, and you can able to see Instagram logo as it just appeared. And just give me a minute. 404 access. So fine. Okay, fine. We will try to exploit the Twitter page. If not the Instagram page, it is unable to load the Instagram template. As I'm going, as here my era is to demonstrate you, and to make it easy. So I'm going to start the set toolkit again. Again, note down all the points, and what I'm going to do here. I am entering into the social engineering attacks, and I am entering into the website based attacks, and I'm entering into the credential harvester. Okay, and then I'm getting enter into the site cloner, and it is going to ask me the IP address 192.168.43.55 is my IP address, and I'm going to enter, and it is going to ask me to enter to the URL to clone, and I am going to enter the Twitter URL. Okay, I think now it is fine.
Yeah.
So now the exploit has been again started, and let me try it again by reloading the page here. Let me try it again. Okay, fine. Here I'm doing the port forwarding. Actually, here I'm doing the port forwarding method. So fine, when I refresh the page here, actually, then fine, it is going to appear the Twitter page. As guys, you can able to see, this is what you need to try it again and again, boys. That's it, because this is a field that we need to have patience, and we need to invest our time. It is not going to happen by in a single success. We are not going to get in a single attempt. So when we click on the login, and you can able to access, as I'm going to enter Jayasuriya, and when I'm going to enter password, as you are not able to see, and I have entered hello. So okay, when I click on the login page, it is going to be load, and it is going to be direct login. Actually, guys, this doesn't give me any warning. As you notice that it is this doesn't give me any notice, that this doesn't mean that I have entered any original credentials. I have entered a fake credentials, and this doesn't give me any error message, because the reason is I have logged in into the Twitter, and the Twitter ID and password has been saved into into my cache memory. So directly I am able to access to the Twitter. So in the real life scenarios, this is the reason the officials were going to suggest you that don't save passwords on your browser. This is the reason actually. So when we back to the Kali machine, guys, you can able to see here Jaisurya and hello is the ID and password, guys, and everyone can able to access this, and I am going to paste this in the chat box, and let me confirm, are you able to see the screen? And I need a volunteer that to submit some of the credentials, submit fake credentials. Okay, I need a volunteer, and submit the fake credentials. So, guys, in the real scenario, the attacker is going to do, the penetration tester is going to do open Google, and bit.ly shorten URL, and then he's going to enter into the bit.ly shorten URL, and then what he was going to do here is going to paste the link here, and is going to be shortened here. So this is the link actually, this is the link he is going to pass you. This is the link he is going to pass you to the victims actually. So when we visit the url bit.ly.url, and it is redirecting us to the Twitter website, as you can able to see it is redirecting us the Twitter website. And also again I will try to submit my credentials as hello. So when I click enter, and it is going to be redirect into my official Twitter account, it is not going to show any error actually. Okay. So fine. When I back to the machine actually, and you can able to say hello and hello, and someone is trying to access my page here. I'm getting the request, and this is the hello and hello which I got. So guys, this is what entire scenario, and this is how a red team penetration tester will trap anyone in the organization. As I have entered this Twitter URL by using this bitly. So when you are getting this bitly type of URLs, please guys, be aware about it. What you are clicking actually, you need to know. So this link and this link both are same, and I have shortened to it. And in the real scenarios, the attacker is going to buy a domain called https and / geo.com. So when when we see the geo.com, and when we see the offer message, and we are going to believe on him. This is what the social engineering, and he is playing with us with including the phishing attack. So when we click and when we submit our details, and the submitted details is going to be on the hackers database. So guys, this is what, and I think you guys are terrific, and you are not even visiting the link. Okay, fine, need not to worry. So this is what I need to demonstrate on the social engineering attack. And second thing, I'm going to demonstrate you the second exploit, that is you can able to hack any mobile device, or any laptop, overall the internet actually. So right now I'm going to stop this attack here itself. I'm going to stop, and the attack has been suspended. So fine, and the attack has been suspended. And when you go to this URL, and when you try to visit this, it is not going to sometimes it is going to be result, but it is not going to load right now. It is not going to load actually. See, it is not going to load because the attack exploit has been the exploit has been suspended here completely. So right now I'm going to demonstrate you one of the framework, and the framework is beef. So beef, like bull. So this is the beef framework, as I'm going to demonstrate you. And let me enter into the beef framework. Just a minute actually. Beef. Fine, and I'm back to the beef framework. So good. And right now you need to type ls is a command to list all the directories in a specific folder. And guys, we are going to teach you the bash scripting actually when you enroll into a course. And the bash scripting is necessary to operate the Linux machines actually. So bash script is such a type of scripting. You can also do programming on the bash, Perl, and JavaScript. Everything can be you will get understand, and you will get to capacity to handle over this programming languages. And fine, coming to the exploit, and I'm going to run this beef, and the command here is beef dot slash beef. And when I click enter, it is going to load the framework. Guys, are you able to understand the entire scenario what I am explaining here? How much you charge for? Aishwarya, let the Dinakar explain about all the course, and I am just an instructor in this, and I'm not going to hold this all, management and placement services. Dinakar is going to hold, and he will explain you the entire scenario when you get back to him in the call. Okay. So fine, as I'm going to, and Dinakar will share a Google Sheet with you all, as I have shared to Dinakar, and Dinakar will share a Google Sheet to you all and submit the Google form. Okay, in the Google form, you are going to submit your email ID, name, and mobile, and your qualification. Okay, so fine, and okay, coming back to the exploit, entire exploit, and this interface I am going to use running on the network interface as my IP address, as this interface. My IP address is 192.168.43.55. So this interface I am going to use here. And when you click on this link and when you click on this, HTTP and UI panel, it is going to open the beef panel actually. As you can able to see, it is going to load the bull. You can able to see the bull logo, and here my credentials is, my credentials is as according to me as I set it, and in the course I will explain you how to set this all credentials and how to set up this entire, you know for framework executable. So when I click login, and you can able to see the my B framework has been logged in, and in the previous sessions I have hacked this many computers and, Android devices also. As you can able to see, Android device and Linux machine, Windows 7 machine, Windows 10 machine, and Windows 7 machine. This is the Windows 7 machine, and this is the Android machine, Android operating system, whatnot. Everything you can able to handle, you can able to compromise. And here the trick what we are going to use. We in the previous set toolkit, guys, in the previous set toolkit, as we have forwarded a link. I think, guys, sorry, and I'm facing bad internet issue today. This is the bad thing about the entire workshop. Sorry about it. And I think you guys are able to hear my voice, and I will go through the session very slowly. Yeah, it's visible. What about my voice? Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for confirming. And guys, as here the scenario, as I have explained in the set toolkit, in the set toolkit exploit, we have forwarded a link and told them to claim the offer, and they have submitted credentials. But and just we did a credentials harvesting. But here the scenario we are going to do in the beef framework is, we are going to forward a link, and the user is not going to submit any credentials. Just he is going to click on the link. How many of you know by just clicking on the link you will hack? How many of you know? Please let me know in the chat box. How many of you know by just clicking on a link you are getting into hands of a hacker? As recently in the in our group, as someone has shared the IPL link, actually the third party IPL link, and as I told, I will demonstrate you in the free demonstration. By just clicking a link you are going to be hacked. Your entire device is going to compromise actually. So this is what the scenario we are going to see in the B framework. Okay, so this is the B framework, and this is the old device I have compromised, and right now I will try to exploit a new device. I will try to exploit a new device, and I will show you up. So coming back to the terminal, we have, guys, we have logged in into the UI panel, and this is the hook URL. This is the hook URL, and this is a type of JavaScript actually. Copy link address, and this is a type of JavaScript link address. We need to attach this URL, and mean this hook URL to any website actually. If you are owning a website, and you can able to add this JavaScript at the end of your HTML code, and the guys who is visiting your web URL is going to be in your hands actually. So this is what the scenario, and I am going to prepare a web page live, and I will show you. I am entering into this directory where www.html, and why you need to enter into this directory means the entire networking Apache server is going to be host in this directory itself, and I will explain you in the entire you know what is the directory and architecture of this Linux system in the course actually. So when you type ls list directory, and when you need to edit this index.html. By default in the all the Linux system contains this index.html, and you need to edit this index.html file. Okay, so as you can able to see, guys, this is the index.html. I wrote a small HTML page, and this is what social engineering means. It is messaging, it is warning that this is what social engineering means, and I have uh, you know linked a image here, and this is what the URL actually. I have added a JavaScript, and this is the URL, and this is what we are going to replace this URL with our URL, and ultimately this is the same URL as we have seen in the beef. As this is the same URL as you can able to see. So fine, we are not going to edit this, and in your case you need to edit this file. Okay, so close this. After closing this and everything is going fine, and the port forwarding is also working, everything is going fine. And guys, for this attack I don't need any volunteer because your device is going to compromise. So I don't want to ask you to open the url, say open this specific url, okay? So I am going to click here. As you can able to see, before that I need to start a apache server in my kali machine. I told you that this directory is handling with the apache server. So I will start apache server with this command service apache to start. When I click on the service apache to start, and it is again, okay, we will see the status of apache server. The apache server is again facing some problem. So don't worry guys, don't worry. And again, this is what the problem with by defaults actually, this is what the problems with by defaults. And this is not actually the error, or this is not the glitch. Actually the exploit is exploit is worked very fine. And I need to show you to host in the local host and also in the over the internet. This is the reason I'm restarting this machine, okay?
Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, you may ask questions up to now. After that you may ask
Sir,
questions.
just now you have shown that Twitter account.
Yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
HTTP just just go to Chatbox once.
Come again please.
Sir, just go to Chatbox. I'll show what my doubt was. Sir,
Okay.
just you have shown the website like HTTP just
Yeah, yeah.
Sir, that link and that another link bit.ly.
Yeah,
Both are same link, sir.
yeah, both are same links actually. Chandra, I have shortened this link because in the attacking perspective, when we are exploiting in an organization, the organization members, if they are somewhat techniques and they are not going to click on this link, right? So if we forward this type of links, they are going to below us as bit.ly is famous, and tiny.url is also famous. When we are going to shorten with tiny URL or bit.ly, they are going to below on us. This both are same actually. This domain is redirecting to this domain, this domain is redirecting to my kali machine. This is what the scenario I have used. Are you clear?
Sir, we have changed that thing, but we need to pay any money to
No
change
man,
that.
no, bitly and tiny is a open source community, and they are providing us for free. If you want a specific domain and if you want a specific url, then you need to pay actually. But bitly.url is assigning a random url for us, so they are not going to charge us, okay? This is what the entire scenario, Jaychandra. And fine.
Want to edit that link, so we need not to buy any
No,
domain.
there is no charge for this. It is free actually. It is free. And anyone having any doubt, please you may ask here. Please, anyone having any doubt, you may mention here up to that. Okay, I'm back to my Kali machine and I'm getting into the terminal. So fine, actually we have faced a small glitch in the last session, and terminal. Okay, fine. So right now I'm going into the Beef framework, and let me start first Apache service, and let me see. Yeah, now it is successfully executed, and in the last time we have, we have faced with small type of default error. So you need to restart the PC. That's it. It is only the solution I can say by by searching all the files and resetting all the things. It is now it is somewhat clumsy actually. If you ask me, just reboot the system and it is going to be all set. And getting back to the beef, okay, getting back to the beef framework, when you execute the beef, it is going to load all the framework, okay? And when you execute this beef, it is going to load all the framework, and we can able to see and all credits goes to this Olcon, and we need to thank him actually. So thank you. And the beef is loading fine. We need to enter into this UI first of all, and this link I have shown, and I have already added this link into the website, and in the directory called where www.html, and the Apache server is also started. And right now I'm going to enter into the beef framework. After this, guys, this is the step what I am going to do. I will try to access the link which I was shared. Okay, I will try to access the link which I was shared in the previous session. And yeah, fine. The port forwarding is also started. And Jaychandra, this port forwarding is also for free. We are not, we don't need to pay any charge here. Okay, fine. And the port forwarding has been completed successfully. Apache server has been successfully executed, and everything has been set. Right now, the last step is we need to visit the URL. Fine, we need to visit the URL, and you can able to visit this both URLs. There is no problem, and I will show you for the Bitly. And when you click on the Bitly, okay, let me show. Copy and just paste it, because it is directly going into the Google. And copy the link address, and try to paste here. So guys, what the page is showing, as you all can see what the page is showing. Let me confirm first. Any one of you please speak, and what the page is showing here.
Yeah, this is what social engineering and how can I.
Yeah, this is what social engineering, and you have been acted. Guys, all of you please participate, because this is like a user friendly platform, and we are going to be like, we are not going to be your instructors, and treat us like we are just friends, or treat us like your friend, and interact with us, because by interacting you are going to gain much more knowledge. Instead of just listening, but while interacting you are going to get, as Jaychandra got the entire point as about this Bitly URL and tiny URL, and you are also going to get the entire scenario. And guys, everyone can able to access this link. If you click on this link, and ultimately please don't click on it, because you are going to be on my hacking database, as you can able to see online browser. And this is from Chrome, and this is from Windows 10. As you can able to see, OS will be the Windows 10, and the system configuration is OS 10, and origin is the origin means the URL actually. So browser is Chrome, it is showing. And when I click here, please guys don't click on the link. Okay, your device is going to add into my hacking database. And when I click here, you can able to see all the details. As you can able to see the data stamp, and the browser facilities, and capabilities, everything can able to see in here. And what type of friendly, and what type of host, or you can call it as uh, host. At the host, you can call it as host. That's it. And you can able to see the platform, you can able to see the plugins, and you can able to see all the things actually, what URL actually it is, and what the width of the size of image, everything can able to seen from here. And IP address of that machine, if we got an IP address, entire thing is going to be smash out there. If you click on this link, and you are going to we are going to get us your IP address. And if we got your IP address, and we are going to able to access to your device, and hacker can do anything with your IP address actually. So this is what the big security vulnerability, you can you can call it as weakness also. So when you enter into the logs, you can also able to see the logs. And the main part is command session. When you enter into this command session, as guys you can able to see. Okay, let it be. So when you enter into the command session, I will show you the social engineering, because we are talking it in the perspective of social engineering, but you can execute this all things. Okay, You can execute this all things, and I will go for the social engineering first of all. So in this social engineering, we will take 3 to 4 examples, or two to three. We will try Google phishing. So Google phishing, and I want to enter here my IP address, the attacker machine IP address, 192.168.43.55. Just a minute, and it is okay. So I need to enter here 192.168.43.55, and I have entered, and right now I'm going to click on execute. When I click here execute, then boom, immediately you are going to see one of the page here. Are you able to see, guys? Please let me confirm. Are you able to see this all things?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. So guys, this is